It's your host, T.Y.
It's your girl, Bree.
It's your boy, Clutch Time.
This your big homie, DJ Q.
I need all my ladies to tap in right now.
All my dogs, come ride with me.
I need y'all to tap in on your IG, your Facebook, your YouTube, and tune into Say No More Revelation podcast.
From current news to trending topics, speaking our truth, this is Say No More Revelations.
This is your girl T, baby, and I approve this message.
Nah, it's straight. We just gonna keep it going. It's another episode of the Revelations podcast. And your host T.Y. We got your boy Tlyon in the building. Special guest. We got your boy Trevor, DJ Q, my girl Lil Bree right here.
Hey, he said his name is Clutch Time, not Trevor.
Oh, my bad.
I sent you a text. You said on the radio the other night. I'm like, this dude get the government
I
out.
was on live, bro.
Man.
I can't read your text.
So now we gotta change. So now we got Clutch Time in the building. Clutch Time in the building. We gonna make sure we get that right next time. And we got your boy Tlyon in here, man.
Good, man. Appreciate y'all for having me.
Man, they told me you was fucking with us. You know, I had to get you on the cover.
First of all, bro, gotta say I'm proud of you for seeing this through. Cause I remember you hit me up. What was that, like a month or two ago?
Right? Yeah, it was. It was a few months ago.
And it was just an idea, and to see you like actually saw that through, like that's big ups to you, bro.
Thank you, bro. Man, I appreciate it, man. But big shout out to Clutch Time and DJ Q for the opportunity, man. Yeah. Thank y'all, man. They said they wanted to do a podcast, so you know what I'm saying? Said we could all do it together, you know what I'm saying? Black excellence, you know what I'm saying? We making it work. But today's topic is Black Lives Matter versus America, because after everything that's going on right now with the whole Jacob Blake situation, the whole NBA protest, and everything that's just going on in the media and everything that's so divisive now, you know, it's just best to just talk about it and have progressive conversations about it, because I feel like a lot of people don't really understand it, and that's why a lot of people are saying that all lives matter, because they don't really understand why we're necessarily saying Black Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even think it's that they don't understand it. I feel like it's a way to try to like distract from the message. Like, we know all lives matter, but if you think all lives matter, then why you not upset when Black lives are taken? So it's like, it's common sense. You see what's happening, but if you trying to create another message to offset that, it's not that they don't know what's going on. Like, the people who say that, they're well aware of what's happening. They just trying to say it a different way just to take away from what we trying to point out. Like, we never said all lives didn't matter. We just talking about the ones in danger right now. So,
right.
Yeah, that's what I think. Like, all lives matter, of course, but if our lives were included, then we would be right there with y'all.
Well, you would have to say that.
Drop a bomb for that one, Q. DJ Q, drop a bomb for that one. I don't want to like that one. We dropping gems this episode. Oh yeah, we dropping bombs all episode, man. We really got. If this one don't stir the pot, something really gonna stir it.
Somebody grandma will be cooking this thing.
Oh my goodness, man! The Jacob Blake video is just really sad, man. It's just honestly so sad. I mean, how many times are we just gonna see videos like this, and nobody just held responsible for this? This criminal justice reform and just reforming the police in general, and just the rebranding of everything. It's just, everything just needs to just be stripped down and rebuilt.
Yeah, and it's just like, it added a little bit more disrespect to it when they got it on video, cause like that's the purest form of evidence. When you see it and it's like broadcasted on video in front of everybody, and they still not getting no justice, like it's very disrespectful.
Yeah.
Very disrespectful.
Yeah. And now it's like they don't care.
Yeah.
They know that they're being recorded. You know, I'm not sure. I don't know if it's poor training. You know what I mean? But like they have these videos. They put them side by side. You got a white guy chasing a cop with a machete, a knife, a bat, and they're chasing the cop around the fucking car.
Yeah.
You got a black guy taking his seatbelt off and get shot. So it's like you're just afraid of my skin color.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Right.
Pretty much.
Right.
Now, 9 times out of 10, if someone pulls over for you, they're gonna comply. They may argue here and there, But if I already got in my heart, or I got intent to harm you, when you pull me over, I'm coming right out and I'm doing it. I don't have time to lead up to it. Exactly. They scared before they even walk up to the car.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm scared to get pulled by the police. Back in the day, they didn't have all this controversy with the police. It was more so, damn, if I'm gonna go to jail today. Now it's like, damn, if I'm gonna live today. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit crazy, bro. Like, I'll try to do nothing to get pulled by the police at all. Yeah. Then when I do, I'm in a well-lit area with people.
Yeah. right.
Yeah. I mean, I make sure all 4 windows are down. Mm-hmm. You know,
hands clearly visible.
Yeah. All that, bro. You got
and especially if you're a law-abiding citizen and you practice the Second Amendment, bearing arms, you know, you make sure, you know, you let them know that up front.
Exactly.
Because I had an officer just walk right up to me one time. He pulled me over at a gas station. The first question he asked me, is there any weapons in the car? No license. Do you have any license, registration? Before I answered that question, because he asked me like 3 times. So I'm digging in my wallet to give him my concealed carry to let him know, it's one in here. And I am legally, you know, I'm legal to have it. Before I say, it's a gun in the car, and you trip out. Yeah. Right. You know.
Yeah. But we also got to teach our young black men too, man, not to have all that controversy with the police. As soon as they get put on, oh, cracker, why you pulling me over? Why you messing with me?
Right.
Bro, I try to keep the situation calm as possible because I know I carry a firearm. Yeah. He carry a firearm. If he pull his gun, I feel threatened at this time now. Yeah. So all this, don't shoot the police? No. One of us got to go and one of us going home. I don't know which one. Well, we're going to see if the best man win. Just because you're a police officer don't make you right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So do you believe in the Malcolm X approach, or do you believe in the MLK approach to this type of situation?
I mean, I feel like it was the reason why we had both of them at the same time. Because I mean, you Martin to a certain extent, so you have to go Malcolm. Like, I mean, we can ask for peace all we want, but at the end of the day, if y'all keep abusing our peaceful mentality, then we gotta go Malcolm on y'all. Like, that's how I look at it. Like, if we can get it done peacefully, cool. But at this point, it seems like we can't. So it's like, what do y'all have us do at this point? So I don't know, bro. I'm torn between the two. Like, I can't like say neither one of them was wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they never did respected us.
They didn't.
We march, we protest peacefully. We ask for this, you ask for that. You know, to a certain extent, it's just they over the past 400 years. They spoon feed us. We'll give you a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and then when they give us something that we think is so much, now they're like, oh, there's no more racism. Look, you guys had a black president. Yeah. It's like, what does that mean?
Bro, I saw a post. You know? I saw a post that was like, they love to bring up how Martin Luther King was so peaceful, but we almost forget they shot him too. Like, he was shot too. It wasn't no difference. Like, just like you said, like back in the day, it didn't seem like all of this was going on with the police. We never know, because now, like, technology done advanced so much. There's camera phones everywhere.
Exactly.
There's thousands, hundreds, millions of black people falsely accused in prison right now. We don't know what they did to them because it wasn't recorded. Exactly. Now it's in our face, and it's like they still don't care. So it could have been going on, but now it's just like it's in the light now.
Yeah.
And I could only imagine if the Emmett Till situation just on camera.
Exactly.
Like, that just imagine if there were no cameras. The Rodney King, all of those things, everything just swept under the rug. You know what I'm saying?
Even if it's on camera, they still sweep under the rug. And that's why that's one thing that I can't understand. Like, if you see this, like who's the person in charge that says, oh no, they're good, they're acquitted? Like, who?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Like, you see this Rodney King. When I first saw that video, I thought it was a movie or something. I said, dang, they whooping his ass. I'm like, what is this? that happened for real. I'm like, they were beating the shit out this dude. And then it was like, oh, you guys are acquitted. And I'm like I can get a resisting an officer charge if I nudge a little bit while he's arresting me.
Right,
and that shit will go through the process. They don't care. And it's like, oh, he said this. So it's like, your word means nothing.
Right.
It doesn't matter. You're guilty until proven innocent. They say you're innocent. That's bullshit. Because even if you prove that you're innocent, you still have to go through that process. You're still locked up. You're still charged. It's still on your record. You got to go through all this stuff to get it off, even if you do prove yourself innocent. So it's like you can't win. The system wasn't set up for us.
Exactly.
Right.
That's the same way, like you just said, who in charge, like, they got a whole system made to protect these people, so they feel like even if it's on camera, I'm going to get away with it anyway. Like, let me ask y'all this. So, the Breonna Taylor situation, right? To this day, we still campaigning for them to arrest the officers, right? Do we not realize that the judge issued an illegal warrant for them to go in there anyway? Why is she not being arrested? Because they would have never went in there if they didn't have permission. But nobody's asking for the judge to have any type of consequences taken on her. So, like, it's like a whole system.
It's a whole power.
And, like, they feel protected so they can do whatever they want to do.
Exactly.
And they got it set up so tricky and so manipulated, so many loopholes, you know what I'm saying? They just be exploiting everything and everybody be getting off. Right, that's how it goes. Man, this is crazy. So we really need to talk about this and explain to some people that Black Lives Matter is not a hate group and it's not in the same category as the KKK. Because every time I go look on these posts, it's always the Black Lives Matter, the terrorist group.
Yeah, that's dumb. Like
you can't say the KKK did this because that was back then and come on, bro. It's Klan members right now. What you mean? They just sent Junebug up the road. What you talking about?
Just modern day Klan members.
Bro, I'm saying. Bro, they don't wear sheets. They wear robes. They wear badges.
I always,
you know what I'm saying? They educating your kids.
Exactly.
I always remind myself, like, sometimes you forget or get away from it being in the present. But we have to remember that slavery was once legal. It was legal to own niggas. And we have to remember that. And, like, even when I look back and read stuff and think about it, like, I don't know if y'all ever been in class during Black History Month and they put these movies on and then, like, the white kids become the target that month. It's like, man, y'all fucked us up, man. Hey,
that's why they start showing roots.
You know what I mean? So it was like when you
and it'll be 4 days long.
Like when you look at that stuff and think about it. Like me, I know me. I don't think I could have grew up back then. I would have been that Malcolm X guy, like to a certain extent. Like you hang one nigga, y'all wake up, it's gonna be 20 of y'all hung. Like I'm eye for eye.
Right.
And just what happened, like real, like, cause I couldn't see myself at home with my family in the middle of the night having to worry about someone kicking my door and pulling me out, putting a shotgun in my mouth in front of my, like, that stuff like that, like, no.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Honestly, that's why. I feel like that contributes to like generational PTSD. You know what I'm saying? It's way deeper than what y'all see. Yeah. You feel me? Like, y'all honestly don't really understand how it feels to be in a black person's shoes. Male, female, grown adult, little kid. You know what I'm saying? It's different. Like, it's different. It's different things that we gotta learn, and it's different things that we gotta unlearn. You know what I'm saying? And it's just want to be black until it's time to be black. Until it's time to be black. Yes, right. Yes. Who said that? No. Dang. What is his name? The comedian. I'm gonna think about it. It's gonna pop up.
It's funny you say that because last night I was at the beach and these kids walked up, some white kids. They were like, "Hey, bro, is 12 gone?" I said, "Huh?" I said, 12. I said, the police? They were like, yeah. I'm like, bro, 12? Like, really? That's what black people say, bro. You not black. So, you know, don't come at me talking about 12 gone. No, nigga, it's actually 11:25. But yeah.
And I think they get it misconstrued when we say that. Like, I have no problem with white people embracing black culture.
Right.
Like genuinely trying to learn where we come from and empathize with us. I have no issue with that. But when you try to put yourself in our shoes and say I'm this and I'm that, when you haven't been through, you know, whatever, because this is my skin color and that's your skin color. we were not on the same level. You like if the police were to approach me, they would approach me in a totally different way than they approach you. You know what I mean? You could probably get your parents called and they'll figure out what's going on later. Me, I'm going downtown. Sir, you fit the description. I'm sorry. Yeah. What's the description? Black.
Right. That's it. Right. That's not a description.
I have no issue with it. Like, hip hop is the biggest genre in the world right now.
Right.
So everyone loves it.
Right.
So it's like, we have a big effect on the world. Everyone loves us. Sports, everything. So I look at that sometimes like you got these multi-millionaires in sports. Of course, they're not going to risk, their jobs, but they have the biggest platform to say something.
Yeah.
So.
And they're the biggest influence of the world too, believe it or not.
Yeah. Right. Right.
Because of their popularity or whatever they got going on in their life. So people look up to us, obviously.
Right.
So
Black Lives Matter versus America. This is the topic for today, and we'll be right back. We got our special guest Tlyon in the building. We got more coming up with him. So bring us to the break, DJQ.
Hey. I remember as a youngin', they would ask me what I wanna be when I grow up, right? Like it was optional. They never told me that my list was few, that my darkest brownish hue would make it hard for me to come out profitable. They should've told me, look, you young and you black, so when you grow up, you gon' act or you rap, or you gon' act like you rap. And when you grow up, you ain't gon' know how to act, so you gon' act like you tough and end up with shots in your back. They should've told me, they should've told me, they told me I should've listened. They should've told me expect your people to come up missing. Cause see, we plant the seeds, that's right, we own the gardens, but organizations look at us as organs just to harvest. They should've told me I should pray for the worst, probably hope for the best, cause they undermining my worth. Yeah. They should've told me not to step in no churches, and if your pockets was hurting, then I should run in your purse. Yeah. They should've told me not to fill out none of them applications, cause our names implements what our race is, and that's when the races come in, then they erase it, which leaves us broken, unemployed, but still just stay complacent. They should've told me that my black don't crack, so put your best foot forward to get knocked 3 steps back. Yeah. And don't expect your 40 acres and saddle, cause your money is worthless and black lives don't matter. Yeah. And they won't take it, never, no matter what the amount is. Bustin' your house, you scatter like roaches, they raiding houses. But I won't drop down to my knees, mama gon' pray me out this. And I ain't gotta go to school, the drugs gon' take me out this. And I ain't gotta pay for shoes, I got a nice little outfit, it's government sponsored, they told me to, so I guess I like it. And it's a nice little jumper, it comes equipped with 2 straps, and how fitting for a color, orange is the new black. Yeah, 7.62.
We are talking about Black Lives Matter versus America. We just touching on a bunch of topics, a bunch of race-related topics. Just trying to get a different perspectives, you know what I'm saying? Just so we can get our message out there, because I feel like, there's a lot of misconstructions or miscommunications between us, and I feel like if we just all just sat down and just really just listened to each other, we could really come to a common ground. So I just wanted to ask you this question. What is the difference between being non-racist and being an anti-racist?
Non-racist, I mean, that one is self-explanatory. You don't feel hatred towards any other race. Anti-racist is when, let's say you white, you see somebody else white being racist, and you step up and say something because you realize it's wrong. You don't feel like just because I'm not racist, I'm not a part of the problem, but you take steps to fix the problem because your skin color, to your own skin color, has authority. So maybe if you say something, they'll actually listen. That's what anti-racist is. Like being a part of the solution instead of just focusing on not being part of the problem.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's deep. Anybody else want to expound on that?
Yeah, I mean, thing about it is a lot of people are stuck in their ways. We know that it's a learned behavior.
Right.
You know, no one is born racist.
Right.
So obviously someone had to teach you that hatred.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and I feel like until, like you say, until someone that looks like them steps up and say something, and like I said, if they're stuck in their ways, they're just gonna be stuck in their ways.
Yeah.
But that's what it takes, is for someone of their own kind to say something.
Right. And they definitely need to speak up. And I honestly can say this year in 2020, I've been seeing a lot of anti-racists.
Yeah.
A lot of people a lot of white people joining the Black Lives Matter protest. They was out there for Breonna Taylor. They was out there for George Floyd. They out there for Jacob Blake. You know what I'm saying? And they supporting the movements. You know what I'm saying? They donating. You know what I'm saying? Giving their time and stuff like that. So I honestly appreciate the anti-racists that's going out there, and they do. You know what I'm saying? They doing their thing and they representing.
I
You know what I'm
second
saying?
that. I second that.
Yeah.
And they support the culture, and they're not taking from the culture, because it's a lot of people out here just stealing from the culture.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
Everybody not the same. Just because you're
Right.
the same race, that don't mean you have the same motive towards everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
right,
I don't hold it against nobody though. Personally, myself.
right. Now how do you feel about these companies and everybody using the Black Lives Matter platform as a way of trying to bring in extra revenue?
I mean, honestly, of course we're gonna be offended because this is our movement and it means something, but that's just how business works. Like, whatever is trending, whatever is hot, they have to use that to appeal to their consumers. And right now, being that we the forefront of everything right now, they have to adopt our standards and at least act like they're a part of it for people not to turn on them. So, I mean, we can be offended all we want, but that's just how business works. There's nothing we can do about it, but at the same time, it gives us exposure, because if they're not a part of it, they're going to feel the backlash from that. So, I mean, it's like give and take, but that's business, though. It's like with the NBA. Like, do the owners really care? No. If the niggas don't play, then it's going to be a problem.
Right.
So,
That's
right,
it's money. They
right.
Well, I would say they need to steady it, but but anybody enough.
Yeah.
But I mean, they still get money off of the views and
Yeah.
everything. That's just what it is. I need you to rock with me, because the majority of y'all are black.
Right.
That's why they painted that across the court. Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
They didn't give a damn
what
one white person said about it. They
Right.
said these niggas ain't gonna play. We don't show that we is with them. So y'all can shut the fuck up, pick that shit on the goddamn court, give them some shirts and shit.
Right.
Let
It's
them
in
kneel.
me.
See,
And
now, see, why is it so accepted now to kneel during the national anthem?
Exactly.
Right.
Oh,
And
You
4 or 5 years ago, Cap was
He was fired.
scrutinized.
Yeah.
Same thing.
And he
Bro,
still
they-
ain't got no job.
bro,
So
they-
it's like,
Got a job.
Boy, they threw dirt on his name from
It's
sun up to sun down. Boy, they
but it's
couldn't-
just it's ironic though that happened right after the officer kneeled on George Floyd's neck and killed him.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Right.
okay, so now it's acceptable. I mean, if I was Cap, I wouldn't want to have nothing to do with him. They blackballed him out of the NFL.
yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
it's like, I'm sure he can still play and everything, but it's like, I think his pride, is way too much to go back to that.
Yeah.
Right.
Because now it's like they could use him, like, oh, come on back. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, damn, I kneeled for this is why I was kneeling. So now y'all see why it is. You couldn't see that before. It's like you continue to beg them, see our hurt, empathize with us.
Right.
I've been done with that. I honestly don't believe in marching and protesting, because we're just begging them to do something. Like, what is actually being done when we go and we march to these places? What is being done afterwards? We go, we do this. 9 times out of 10, it might turn into something else, looting or whatever. So now they done turned the narrative. Oh, Black Lives Matter is out there looting and stuff. So now it's like all over the place.
Right.
I feel like we should have been stopped asking them and begging them for this and that. If we come together, which seems like it's so fucking hard for us to do. If we come together, we could build our own stuff. You know what I mean?
And I think that's where the message has been lost. Like, nobody should just be marching just to be like, it's not for exercise, bro. When y'all come together and march, gather and strategize.
Exactly.
Like,
Right.
let's talk about how we can put some people that look like us in positions of power or something. Like, don't just go out there holding those signs, chanting. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, what does it do? It's hot as hell out of number one.
Right. No cap.
I'm out here just to say I'm out here, I'm taking a selfie. It's like, okay, then what? You go home and then you look at the news. Oh, another black man dead. Why were you out there for then? Like, it's like you did. It's like, it kind of gets you discouraged. Like, damn. Right. Especially if you're out there for the right reason and you feel like, I'm out here to make a difference. And then you go home and you see another shooting like this. It's like, well, damn, like, I marched for nothing. It's like you said, y'all didn't gather and strategize. Like, how can you make this shit better? How can you make changes?
You know what get me though? Our city specifically. We had a couple of cops, you know, shooting involved, deaths. In our city, they march. They didn't do a damn thing. But as soon as something national happened, they want to march and stuff. Like, what about the people in our city? We don't have a couple of incidents with the police officer killing people in our city.
They gathered a couple of days, but that was it.
What you said?
a little small.
Say it again.
A couple of days, that was it.
Gathered.
Nobody
marched. Nobody had flyers or posters saying these people names. I'm not gonna say their names, but you get what I'm saying. Nobody did none of that. Nobody was on the news talking about these people. None of that. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it as like we just follow the trend. Like when that George thing happened, it's fucking hundreds of people out there on US 1 in front of the courthouse. You know what I'm saying? But somebody in our city, our local people, nobody out there. We got 30, 40 people out there. Come on now. So that really bothered me with that sort of stuff. So I'm like trouble. Oh my God, I'm like clutch time. I don't march because of that, bro. Like, if it's not gonna be a purpose to what we doing, it's pointless. You know what I'm saying? So if we got a whole purpose of doing it, then I'm gonna go ahead and do that. But other than that, I'm not finna go out there and go just to look, just take selfies and stuff. Just say I was out there.
No, man. It start on the micro before you move to the macro. You gotta start small. It started in the local.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You start locally. You make local change. Local turn to state. State turn to federal.
We gotta start holding these people in higher power in our city accountable. These commissioners and these mayors and
everything. Y'all need to go out and vote. This is critical.
Exactly.
Matter of fact, y'all need to go out and vote. If you ain't registered to vote, you need to go vote.
You need to go vote.
Vote
if
now.
you 18, you need to go vote.
You need to go vote because this is critical, bro.
Very critical.
This is critical. We got kids in cages.
Exactly. And listen, I'm gonna tell you the real reason why I vote, because our ancestors couldn't vote, bro.
Right.
We ain't had no voice. We couldn't go vote. We couldn't do none of that. I go stand around 2 hours just to vote. You know what I'm saying? Because now we can. Now we got a voice.
Duty, man.
Exactly. And now we got people, young black people. Oh, my vote don't count. My vote don't count. Older black people too. Cause I know some people older than me. They be like, oh, my vote don't count. I don't care about that. But then when stuff happens, then you got a voice. No, you didn't vote, so shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? You just roll with the punches at this point now. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta vote.
Right. We as a people, we just need to just take our destiny in our own hands. I feel like just everything that done happened, we're just so programmed to just ask. We don't need to ask what our destiny is. We need to find out what matter of fact, we know what it is. We just need to go do it. We just need to go do it. Stop waiting for handouts, bro. You just need to just go do it. That's just the message. Go out and vote. Do it. You know what I'm saying? You want to start that black-owned business? Do it, bro. Get you some black investors that believe in what you believe in. You know what I'm saying?
Now that be a part of your community.
Yes, and give back to your community.
You got a lot of these people running for offices, and I don't know who the fuck are these people. Like, never see them until it's time for election. You know what I'm saying? So they gotta get into the community, man, and let people see their face and them know where they are, except for voting time.
Speaking of community, you got a lot of videos. Speaking of on community, talk about some of your videos. What was your creative process behind all of those, and what was your vision?
I mean, all my videos happen right here in the city. Basically, I'll ride around till I find some scenery that works for something, and then I just stop and shoot. So, current event was shot in on US 1. Then my 7.62 challenge, I think that's my most viewed video. That was right on 25th. by the church with all the peacocks. And I was riding down 25th and I just seen like a chain with some caution tape, so I just stopped and did it right there. And then the one I did for everybody in the community that passed away, my Brother's Work remix, that was shot on Angle Road. I was riding, I just seen an abandoned warehouse, so I just stopped. And but this is crazy though, like I always tell people this story. I went to the warehouse, right? It's sunny, about 98 degrees, sweating, right? I set up all the pictures, right? Cameraman say action. As soon as I get ready to rap, this wind come by, right? Blow down all the pictures, it started pouring down rain. So that's how the video ended up with rain everywhere. Because we went out there because it was sunny. And then as soon as I started, like, that just happened. So, like, yeah, every video always have something crazy. But I do everything right here in the city. And I got a lot of stuff coming up in the community, too. Like, putting some stuff in place.
That's good, man. We need to get you out here, get your face out here, get you in some of these community events. But I know the coronavirus been kind of, you know.
Nah, I ain't even letting that stop me. Like, we out here, right? My next project that's coming out, I'm partnering up with a lot of people around the community to start feeding these homeless people, getting their side of the story to see what they need and how can we get them off the streets. Because at a time like this, like, they don't need to be out there, and we can't just hand them something and expect them to be okay, because then tomorrow they're going to need it again. So even though the coronavirus out here, we finna mask up, get gloves, give them masks and gloves, and like see what we can do to help. And yeah, like I'm not gonna let the coronavirus stop me, because stuff still gotta be done. So
that's real shit.
Yeah,
that's real shit. I commend you on that one. Yeah. Right. Now, if he ain't letting the coronavirus stop him from doing all of his stuff, y'all need to go get y'all asses up and go chase that motherfucking dream. And go chase that bag.
Be safe. Be safe.
Yeah, we dropping bombs. We dropping bombs all episode, man. We dropping bombs all episode, man. We talking real black excellence, man. We talking real like black kings, man. Speaking of that, did y'all check out that Beyonce Black is King? Did y'all see that? Y'all
I haven't checked it out.
Bro, you gotta watch it, kid.
Hey, listen, I work a full-time job.
I do too.
Try to run a studio.
Hey man,
Be busy, man.
Man, I really like it though. Like I feel like Disney really gave her a platform to really go for it, and she really gave it to us. Like real motherland African vibes. You know what I'm saying? You know, and it's based off of the Lion King, and she dedicated it to her son, and the soundtrack is really good. Like that's kind of fun. I ain't gonna lie. I like the visuals. I really did like the visuals. She really did go all out for that one like that. But all right, we're gonna get into some of Tlyon's music, so we'll be right back with more Revelations. Say no more Revelations. Black Lives Matter versus America.
Do you understand what I just pulled you over for? No, I don't, cause I'm a citizen abiding by the law. My only guess is that I'm driving while black, and you overprivileged cowards in blue can't stand a nigga. In fact, here's my license and my registration. Before you contemplate it, don't even think it. I'm cooperating. No need to search and cease the whip to try and confiscate it. Now please, no further confrontation. See, you and Hitler got a combination, and that's why you cannot see a man of color like me and then interpretate it. You probably racist, nigga, I can taste it. I'm done talking, in the conversation. Salam alaikum, look, my license plate gon' run that. I see just where your gun at. Before you think about pulling it, think about where your son at. If I don't make it home, my daughter be pissed. I hate to be another current event. Shit. If I don't make it home, my daughter be pissed. I hate to be another current event. Ay, come on, man. Ay, if I don't make it home, my daughter be pissed. I hate to be another current event. About to make a nigga late for work, ay, if I don't make it home, my daughter be pissed. I hate to be another current event. Alright, here you go. I know you're watching me, but watch this. Yeah, they got it bumping. Sir, could you please step outside the car? I just wanna know the rules and violations of the law. Look, I'm understanding my right to remain silent, but that don't give you niggas a right to remain violent. No, and no, I'm not resisting arrest. But how this nigga with this pistol and vest can play the victim the best? Like really, nigga, get that shit off your chest. You lacking respect, bro. Why the fuck your knee in my neck? Huh? I know my rights, bruh. I ain't green, boy. Ain't this that shit they kick Kaepernick out the league for? But I guess it's just another lesson learned. And my respiratory health and this is not in your concern. Hey, yo, young black man recording me oh so cordially. This the perfect time for your conduct to be misorderly. Instead of pointing fingers in camera phones and recording me, you should be the nigga supporting me. Whatever, bro. If I don't make it home, my daughter be pissed. I hate to be another current event. Ay, if I don't make it home, my daughter be pissed. I hate to be another current event. Ay, if I don't make it home, my daughter be pissed. I hate to be another current event. Ay, I know you're watching me, but watch this. Hey, T, like, hey, R.I.P. George Floyd, R.I.P. Ahmaud, and all the other lives they took, bro. And they wonder why. They wonder why we vandalize, why we steal, why we destroy. They ask why we breaking in targets and stealing shit. Cause y'all been stealing our youth, y'all been stealing our culture, y'all been vandalizing our character and making us targets for years. So fuck your store. You feel me? If my niggas wanna go in there and steal vacuum cleaners, hey my nigga, go clean your shit, bro. Real talk. See, I know you're watching me. Watch this.
So tell us a little bit about the song. Like what, obviously we know what led to this song.
Yeah.
But how you felt when you did the video, what was going through your mind, your emotions,
Basically, something that we touched on before we went to break. Like, I saw what happened to him, and my first thought was, like, it started blowing up, and I'm like, damn, this happened in our city. Like, this is a current event. It's always a topic. It's not new. Like, it's always around, and it happens right here. So that's why I call it a current event. And as soon as I watched the video, like, the song was already done in my head. So I'm like, okay, I'm finna try to rap from his perspective, pretty much. So then, went to the studio that night, recorded it, and then I wanted to do a video where I could portray that. And so the cop that I had him, like, if you look at the video, like, you can see my veins popping out of my head. Like, he had his knee in the back of my neck. I really couldn't breathe. So
yeah, I saw the video.
I wasn't
I said, wait a minute, he gonna live?
Bro, my daughter watched it. She started crying. Like, she had to FaceTime me because she thought it was real. Like, I really couldn't breathe. I was just mouthing the words. So it's like, and that was only 40 seconds long, and he was there for 8 minutes. So
exactly.
Like,
so how that felt for 40
crazy.
seconds, bro?
Like, after we did that scene, we had to just stop, and we all ended up just talking about it in the middle of the road, because, like, that shit hurt. Like, for real, for real.
Wow. And that's just a real acting of what you're doing. That's not even the real deal of what was going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I like the song, though, man. It's good,
man.
I like it, man. It's something I can ride to, man.
It's got a bounce to it.
Yeah. And it's very relevant to what we're going through right now today, you know what I'm saying? I like it.
Oh my gosh. So, what is white supremacy and what does it mean to you?
First I learned to say white supremacy does not exist, because to be supreme means to be good, and what they classify as white supremacy is them feeling like their skin color is superior to everybody else, and using that to act out in evil ways. So that honestly does not exist. Like, we are the most powerful race on the planet. If we classify them as white supremacists, that's us saying that they're above us. So it does not exist at all. But that's what it's supposed to be, like, by definition, them being superior to us. But I don't even like saying it because I believe in power of the tongue. Like I would never call somebody a white supremacist because you're saying like you're supreme to me. Like I don't say it, but that's what it's supposed to be.
So do you guys think all white people are racist?
No, not at all.
No, definitely not.
I think society is like they try to push it on people that's not just by like some stuff that like subliminal messages to try to push that on them, like the stuff that these kids see, so they'll grow up thinking that their skin color is like superior to somebody else's, or their hair is nappy so it's not beautiful. That type of stuff is real, but I don't think all white people are.
But we even deal with that in our own culture too, with the light skinned women and the dark skinned women too.
Colorism.
And it's not even just white people. Like there's other races that hate black people. Like,
exactly. They only white people.
Yeah, we talk about white people all the time, but there's other races too.
I just recently found out Africans don't like black African Americans.
Yeah,
real Africans.
No, they say we ain't African.
They say we ain't African. They don't even like black African Americans.
There's a lot of places where we really can't go, like. Because they see our skin color and just like
we can't even go back to Africa.
It's hard. It's gonna be hard. You gotta know which hood. You gotta know which hoods.
Tribe you with.
You gotta know what tribe you with. When you go back, you better do some research.
They let Luda in. Let me in too.
They don't let him in because he's a rapper. Luda, you could come, Luda.
Yeah, he got money.
He know Michael Blackson. That's why.
Yeah, like you said, man, it's not that many places that we can go. You know, that's why I say we gotta make our own here, which we did once back in 1921, Black Wall Street.
Yeah,
right.
Some shit went down.
See what happened?
But they don't want to talk about that.
Right, yes,
that never happened.
They talk about all the rioting and all the looting, and they don't talk about all these museums filled up with all these artifacts that have been stolen from riots and looting acts. Where y'all think y'all got all these artifacts from? Y'all went over there and killed them folks and took it and put it in that museum.
Where they think we learned to loot and rob and steal from them?
When it's the Boston Tea Party?
Hey, but this is how.
You gotta drop them off. You gotta drop them off for that one. You gotta drop.
Like you said, they were dropping bombs.
They dropping bombs. Come on, man.
But yeah, that's how I look at stuff. Like, for instance, back in slavery days, like if one of the niggas act up, they'll lynch him, abuse him in front of everybody to put fear in them, right? So now they crucifying niggas on the streets in front of cameras to put fear in us. We built our own Wall Street, they tore it down, and everybody knew about it. So now we got all these black millionaires, billionaires, and they scared to do it. Why? Because they saw what happened last time. It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Like you got Jay-Z, Oprah, they got enough. They got enough to start their own community if they want to, but they scared.
Right. So
they scared.
So do you think they negatively portray that in the history books so that when young entrepreneurs in school, when they read about it,
portray what? They don't put that stuff in history.
Bro, I never read about
They
that.
don't put that in history.
I never read about
Black Wall Street.
Like there's a lot of.
Oh no.
There's no.
Yeah, they took that out. They never put it in there.
I went to a progressive. I can say this. I went to a progressively white school. There was a lot of races there too. But shout out to Vero though, because I fuck with y'all. I fuck with y'all, and y'all fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all cool, some of y'all fuck you, but it's alright.
But if you notice though, like they really do preach Martin. They barely put Malcolm in there because of what he stood for. Like everything that they feel will give us power and learning, they don't put them in the history books at all.
Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King, that was it. That was it.
She wasn't even the first one to do that.
Exactly.
It's just the fact that she did it peacefully.
Yeah.
Right.
And you know the sad part about that now? You can't even get us to sit on the fucking front of the bus. Everybody want to go to the back of the bus.
That's where everything goes down.
Go to the back of the bus. You don't want to sit on the front.
Bro, because I'm telling you, bro, everything that they set out for our demise, bro, we literally flipped it. You know what I'm saying? They gave us chains. We started putting diamonds on them. Hey. Now everybody want to do it. You feel me?
You know what's funny? You say that? I'm sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
It's funny you said I saw memes on Facebook. It was these slaves, they were shackled up. And they were black, obviously.
Right.
And the dude behind him, he say, hey, my chain shining than yours. But we shackled up on the same chain though.
Right.
So I thought about it. I was like, what the hell he mean by that? You know what I'm saying? So that's what the man put in our head. Like, hey, y'all chained up together, but hey, he feel like he better than you, but y'all still in the same boat.
But y'all still in the same
Yeah,
boat.
y'all still chained up together. So how your chain
Right.
shining in the air? You still linked together.
Yeah.
Right. And go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that I feel like that's why people aren't taking it serious is because of the lack of education. Like, if you go on the internet, like people like TikTok, they're making jokes. Like I seen a video that went viral. White kids are driving. There's a black kid in the back. They're like, "Oh, we're finna show out because we're not gonna get in trouble for it." Like, so.
Bro, that is crazy. So what do you think about everybody screaming black on black crime to try to?
That's the same as them screaming all lives matter. Just something to deter from the
Trying to get us
message.
kicked off the earth.
Hey man, we gotta talk about it. It's bro, this is real.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Very
Everybody
much
be
so.
trying to tiptoe around the issue, but that's not gonna solve anything. You know what I'm saying? Sweeping it under the rug. You know what I'm saying? You still, after a while, you're gonna be able to see it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna pile up. I can still see it under the rug. You're gonna have to address it.
Black on black crime.
I read something about the black elites. Once they get to a certain spot in their career, it's like those people at the top, they catch hold of him. And then they start to mold them. It's like, oh, this nigga here know a little too much. He could take this back to the black community. Let's get a hold of him, put him in our circle, so that he doesn't take any of this information back to his peoples, back to his circle. That's all you were saying. All the other celebrities that have enough money to do what we're talking about. It's like in their mind, okay, I got all this success. I'm rubbing elbows with the right people to continue making the millions and billions that I'm making. I don't want to do anything to offend them and have them blackball me. Now everything starts trickling down. I go broke, this, that, and the third, or even get assassinated. Who knows? You know, so it's like they get to that spot. It's like, okay, I'm here. Especially if you came from nothing. If you was a Jay-Z or anybody, if you came from nothing and now you already at now, you're terrified of going back to where you were. So it's like, why would I do anything to jeopardize that?
That's the fear that keep him grinding in the morning.
Yeah.
Boy, I don't want to go back to Martian Projects.
What?
Well, what?
Fuck that. It say he get 3 hours of sleep out of 24.
Out of 24.
I don't know how he do it.
Bro, I don't know how you do it, but them niggas is robots.
Yeah.
But they getting it in, bro.
Yeah, very much so.
But that's the thing about it. Like you see, they millionaires, almost billionaires, and they have enough money to make change. It's like, if I had that much money right now, instantly, I already know what I would do. You know what I'm saying? It took them years to get where they're at. So they've had different conversations, different investments. So obviously their mindset is different.
Right.
They like, shit, I work to where I'm at today. Y'all finna do the same. You finna do the same thing. I'm not finna get you. I'm not finna hand nothing to you. So I think that's one of the reasons, you know. But like you say, it takes education, people coming together to make that type of stuff happen.
So do you have that fear in your music, or do you just shoot for?
I don't have that fear. Honestly, like, I hate to say it, but I always, like, I got so many songs where I said, like, the way I go out, like, them crackers probably gonna take me out. Cause I was just, like, one of the niggas that's willing to die about it. Like, I feel like it takes those people to make some type of change. So it sucks to say, like, I have a family, like, I have kids that look up to me and want me to come home, but at the same time, like, I'm gonna teach them the same thing. Like, maybe y'all gotta be the ones to go out there and put y'all neck on the line for the next generation. So it is what it is.
Right. So are you instilling that in them?
Yeah.
Like to be that strong black leader, black king, black queen.
I mean, like, I feel like that's the parents' job, and where it kind of lacks, like, starting from slavery days, we gotta teach them outside of school. Like, we ended segregation, we can learn with white kids, all of that, but what you teaching them outside of school? Like, don't just send them to school and expect them to just learn everything that they need to learn. Like, that stuff you gotta instill in them that the teacher's not gonna do, especially teachers that don't look like them, and that's not their job. So, so that's, as a parent, like, that's one of my main focuses.
It's a handful of things that I wish they would have taught me when I was in school.
Right.
You know, past all the other bull stuff, you know, number one is credit.
Right.
You know,
right.
They don't teach that type of stuff.
No,
and they teach you the regular math, that's it. Economy stuff. It's like they pass by everything small. They go straight to like government stuff. Oh, checks and balances and this, that, and the third. How this work? Okay, well, how do I write a check? How do I do this? How do I balance a checkbook? How do I? They don't teach you that.
Because they know Timmy Daddy gonna teach him how to write a check. You know what I'm saying? That's nature to them. They know that. They gonna go to college and learn that in accounting class.
But a lot of people catching on to it now. They're learning about credit, learning about putting their kids on as authorized users. So by the time they do graduate high school, they have established credit. Because that's like one of the biggest things that hinders black people from getting what they want.
Right.
I can have 10 grand to go to the car lot, but if I don't have a 650 credit score, they don't give a damn how much money I got.
Exactly. Right.
You know, unless you're gonna buy the car cash.
Yeah. The car could be $15,000. I could tell them I got 10 grand to put down. They will tell me no if I got a 400 credit score.
And you got Jamal on the application. They already know what time it is.
No, they are not doing it. Yes. Matter of fact, that's what we're going to bring up after the break. We got Tlyon in the building. Say No More Revelations. Black Lives Matter versus America. We'll be back.
Money is the root of all evil, so how do we take it from church people? If this is one nation under God, then why do we need a hit to survive? I thought it was the covenant, to be honest, but the money run the government and feed Congress. I really think religion correlates blindness, when we really need to preach love, speak kindness, start trying. I hate tears, hate violence, everybody wanna take drugs, keep quiet. The home of the slaves, if ever you get brave, you got the right to remain silent. But a paper is the point of what you fighting on, and it's the same thing I'm writing on. I guess it's even when I document or write a song, could've sworn the same thing they used to print the Bible on. So does Christianity mean poverty, or is the whole thing just a lie? Truthfully, the love for money is all evil, so stack your paper and love God, cause we're just paper people. We need loose leaf to survive. We ink hatred on our people. We write evil on our lines. They'll tell you anything, they'll tell you anything, they'll tell you anything. Don't believe everything, don't believe everything, don't believe everything. To get through heaven's gates, you gotta stay awake. They'll tell you anything, they'll tell you anything, they'll tell you anything. Don't believe everything, don't believe anything, don't believe anything. To get through heaven's gates, you gotta stay awake. T.
More Revelations. We are here with my boy Tlyon, DJ Q in the building.
You back, bitch?
And we are back. Lil Breed, what's going on?
Oh, so what inspired you? Who inspired you to make music?
Like in the industry?
Industry and locally.
In the industry, I would have to say Lauryn Hill first, and then J. Cole. Because like what we was just talking about off air, like being able to slide on something and still putting some knowledge in there, they very good at that. So that's what I like listening to. Like I can listen to some nonsense, but I like listening to something that's gonna stick with me. So those are my two main influences. Cause like a lot of people say J. Cole make boring music, but they just don't like their mind being stimulated.
Right.
Exactly.
Like, right.
That's the type of stuff that I like. So I can listen to him all day, and then he got some bops too. So yeah, and then Lauryn Hill, like she spit facts all day.
Living legend.
For real.
Oh yeah, she's
so definitely her. Locally, honestly, like I wouldn't say it's a person, but I think just the city in general, like the song I'm playing right now, like that's just inspired by the city, like the people in it, y'all, like Nitro, everybody, like just seeing the stuff that we go through as a city and like how we view. But then I see like getting to know the people here, like you just gotta meet everybody and see like ain't no city like this one, bro. So like most of my songs is just about being a Fort Pierce resident, honestly. Like so like a lot of people in my family make music. I always been around it. But nobody make music like me. This was just a decision that I made on my own, just from like seeing stuff in a different way and wanting to put it on the beat. So,
how long have you been doing music?
I think 3 years now. Yeah.
Really, over 3 years?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
When you first recorded, 3 years ago, or?
Yeah, I think it was either 3 or 4 years ago. I think it was 3 years ago when I dropped my first song. Yeah, because like I always knew I could, but I just didn't take it serious because like I was a schoolboy at first. Like I didn't know what career path I wanted to take, and then like I started doing it for fun, and then one day I was just like, no, I can really do this. Like I got something to say.
So for fun is out the window.
Yeah,
that's safe to say.
I done quit jobs for this and all. Like this it now. Like yeah.
You got to though, bro. Like if you see a vision in your life, a job always gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? But you becoming an artist and going in the industry and stuff, you got a time frame on that. Everybody does. You know what I'm saying? You don't see 50-year-old rappers and shit.
Yeah,
you got Jay-Z's and stuff, but he put in work way before he got 50.
Right.
You know
now they barely rap. Like,
exactly. They barely rap now. So
and even when he rap, he dropping gems.
Exactly.
Most of the time, and everybody said that 444 album was bad, and it was honestly really good. Like from front to back, like he was literally telling y'all something. Like how they invest your money, like how they out here finessing you in your deals, and everybody want to be a rapper. Don't nobody want to look at their paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be a boss, but don't nobody want to. You know what I'm saying? Don't want to put the work in. You got to know your paperwork. You know what I'm saying? You got to know where your money going, where it's coming in, where it's going. You know what I'm saying?
That's how a lot of people get screwed in the industry because they're not reading their paperwork or they're not taking it to a lawyer to look over it or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you got R. Kelly, allegedly he can't read. Millions of dollars now, he broke like me. What the hell? Come on, man. That's crazy. You gotta be careful in the industry too. I heard that the girl from P Valley, the main scripter or whatever she is, what's her name? Mercedes, yeah. She was a school teacher. And she stopped teaching to pursue her acting career. And that's how she got on P Valley.
Now look at her. The number one show, bro. The number one show, bro.
On Stars right now.
On Stars right now, bro. Matter of fact, new episode dropped
today. And we got all the names on now.
It's on now. So hey. You watch P Valley?
Nah, I ain't seen it.
You ain't seen it?
Oh,
you gotta
get on that.
You gotta watch it from episode 1.
You gotta jump on that. But yeah, man. See, that's all it is, man. Just gotta believe in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes everybody not gonna believe in you. You gotta take that step. You gotta take that step. And you took that step. And now look at you, man. You doing it, man.
Trying to get there.
Doing it the independent route is gonna take a long time, but hey, that's what it come with the most reward.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I learned that from Master P. You know what I'm saying? Just listening to a lot of his interviews. You know what I'm saying? And you give me a lot of Master P vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like real community, family oriented. You know what I'm saying? Community driven. You know, independent. Like real empowering. Trying to give back. You know what I'm saying? Just dropping gems whenever you can. You know what I'm saying?
That's the goal, bro. That's the only reason I'm doing music in the first place. Like if it was like school teachers had the biggest impact on the youth and all of that, I probably want to be a school teacher. But I see like the power that artists have, and like that's where our culture really thrives at. Like we have all the influence in hip hop, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get in that and I'm gonna excel at that. So that's the only reason I'm doing it, to reach more people. Like so that's the whole point. Like if I don't reach people through my music, then ain't no point in me doing music.
Yeah, I like the music. It's very inspirational, man.
Yeah, I like empowering, man.
Yeah, very much.
I like the visuals.
Yes.
I like the visuals.
Yes, I love the visuals.
Like,
But who shoots your visuals?
Most of the time, me, honestly.
Really?
Like, I can get somebody behind the camera to shoot it for me, or sometimes I have my brother stand in front of it, focus it up, shoot it myself. I edit it. I do all of that. I'm working on a budget. So.
Yeah, but this thing be real expensive when you're an artist, man.
Yeah,
for real.
And really expensive, man.
Yeah.
I understand, man. This is just black owned, black financed. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, we
Minimal.
need some black money.
Black money.
Hey,
black
speaking
investment.
of black money, did you see the episode when that Harriet Tubman came out that car on P Valley?
Yes.
On the pilot episode, we was talking about strip club etiquette. Strip club 101. Cause Lil Bree here, she ain't never been to the strip club. So Trevor here, the strip club clutch time, the strip club connoisseur, you know.
No, not the connoisseur.
The connoisseur, you know what I'm saying? He was dropping them gems on us, and we was talking about throwing tubs. You know what I'm saying? We was like, they gonna put the tub, we gonna start throwing tubs. Yeah. And then on P Valley, you know what I'm saying? On one of the scenes at the end, all you see is the tub flying down. I'm like, woo.
Yeah, that was fire though. I like that. That was real fire though.
Right, heck yeah, man. That's fire as hell, man.
So Tlyon, we got a question. You got a music contest. $20 to enter your song. $200 you win, and 2 hours of studio time. But if you're a 5 artist as yourself, you get 4 hours of studio time. So the question is, are you entering the test?
Oh yeah, I'm in there.
You in there?
I feel like it's mine to lose. Like they're gonna have to come with it.
Oh,
yes.
So wait a minute.
Yeah.
Let me reposition myself because I heard Stewart been talking shit.
They have.
Yes. And the 772 ain't been making no noise, and I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed.
I seen the status, but we don't do no talking. Like we just, you feel me?
Okay.
Love it.
Exactly. Say no more. That's
Say no more.
Say no more.
And drop one of the bombs. Drop one of the bombs for that. We dropping bombs all day.
So y'all check out the music contest. $20 to enter each song. $200 for the winner. 2 hours of studio time.
The most songs you
Best man
enter,
or woman win.
the more songs you enter, the better chance you
Oh,
got.
you can do more than one
Yeah,
song.
you can do more than one
It's
song.
a rap then.
We
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? We picking the best song.
We picking the best song at the end of the month.
It's the best
September
song.
25th. We picking. No, that's the last day to enter.
That's the deadline to enter.
Okay.
So
September 25th.
September 26th, that's the deadline. Everybody send in your $20 entry fee.
And make
Cash
sure
out.
you send your money with your song. You don't send
Yes.
your money with
With
your
your
song.
song.
Your song will not get listened
Bro,
to.
we're not listening to it, man. We're not listening to it. And that's on game.
Yeah.
And you heard what Tlyon said. Put your money where your mouth is, because he entering the contest. And he said,
And he bringing all that fire pressure.
and he bringing all the smoke.
Oh, he bringing the smoke, the fire, all that shit, the gas, the lighter.
Yes. And he got new songs out. Are we expecting a project anytime
Yeah,
soon?
man, I'm trying to drop a whole album. Like I got a concert coming up September 26th. It's just gonna be me. I might have like a couple people from the city open up, but then after that I'm gonna drop a whole album. Like I ain't doing no mixtapes, none of that. I'm just going straight album mode after this, and that's what's gonna happen next.
Where's the concert gonna be?
It's gonna be in Vero at Felt Studios. I'll get y'all the links and stuff, but yeah, we're working out the contracts and stuff for that now. But it's set September 26th.
Okay, hey, if y'all need a sponsor, say no more.
I got you.
We in there. You know what I'm saying? If you need
Right,
it,
I want to go to the show.
right?
Yeah, I got to. Like I'm
Right, you know what I'm saying?
controlling everything. Like props, they giving me full creative capabilities. I'm controlling the lighting, all of that. So from top to bottom, it's gonna be completely my show. So it's gonna be a good one.
Right, if you need a host, let me know. I'm trying to blow up. Yes. Bro, but that's good.
You
That's
a
good
DJ?
as hell, bro. Bro, yeah. We can sponsor you, bro, with the sound, bro. We can help you out.
Yeah, definitely. Cause
Bro, we need a team, bro. You know
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
know if he have that stuff already, so I'm gonna definitely get in his ear and see the network with him.
Bro, yeah, bro. Take a team, bro. Take a village.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Can you give out
Behind you
information?
100%.
What to send the music for the podcast?
Oh, yeah, definitely. So you're going to send your money to Ty Watson 2334 on Cash App. You're going to, the email is podcast772@gmail.com.
So you make sure you send that out. You want to give out all your social medias.
Everything is Tlyon TV. So no matter what you on, /Tlyon TV or @Tlyon TV, and I'll pop up. I kept it simple, so that way you can find me on everything.
Right. And where can we find your music?
Apple Music, Spotify, anything on whatever you got, just Tlyon. And then YouTube too, /Tlyon TV.
All right, man. Bro, I thank you, bro. I appreciate you coming through, man. I appreciate you coming through, showing love. You know what I'm saying? We're going to support you 100%, man. You know what I'm saying? We in this together, black owned. You feel me?
For real, yeah.
We got to support each other.
Got to.
If ain't anything, if they say black on black crime, we black on black hope.
Hey,
black on black dreams. Hey, black on black investing.
Hey, you might have just did something.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I'm trademarking all of this. Double bomb. We need a bomb for that. Hey, we need a bomb. You know what I'm saying? They always talking about the negative. So now we you know what I'm saying? We dropping out positive affirmations out here today, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Give a big shout out to Tlyon, bro. Appreciate you for coming through. Bro, we appreciate y'all, man. We gonna shout out your music, bro. We gonna get you played, bro.
I appreciate it,
You know
man.
what I'm saying? Anywhere we can go to get you played, anywhere we can go to, you know what I'm saying, shout you out, you know what I'm saying?
And then shout out to Nitro behind the camera.
Shout out to Nitro. Thank you for it came through for the technical difficulties. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Nitro.
You know what I'm saying? You know how it is when
Nitro say he not the cameraman, he the whole set.
Yes, the whole set. He does everything.
He did not lie when he said.
Bro, yes, he did
but
not lie.
also he got
came
more
through.
cannons than a battleship.
Yes, sir. And he came through in the clutch for us, man. And we appreciate y'all. I'm your host, Ty. This is Tlyon, Lil Bree, DJ Q. This is Say No More Revelations. We'll see y'all next time.
We out this bitch.